from the Broadway Comedy Club in New York City, Pat Brown and Michael Somerville. From the Laughing Derby in Louisville, Etta May, Monty Litwack, and Matt Alano Martin. From Morty's Comedy Joint in Indianapolis, Josh Adams and Chris Bowers. From Bridge Street Live in Collinsville, Connecticut, Mark Riccadonna. From Acme in Minneapolis, Kostaki Economopoulos. And now, from the Laughing Derby in Louisville, Steve Hofstetter.
Yes, hello! Oh, this is fun, huh? This is great. Thanks, that's enough. You don't know who I am, all right. This is exciting, huh? I'm wearing a nice tie. Everything's going well. Yeah, welcome to Laughs. This is great. We're going to show you some of the best stand-up comics from all over the country right here tonight, and that's going to be awesome. But before we do, I didn't know much about eating right when I was a kid. I ate fast food a ton. Eating healthy I just didn't have that knowledge. I ate fast food, and I didn't know that it was oily and bad for me and poorly put together. And then, as it turns out, I also thought that girls from my neighborhood were hot. I grew up and I found out that they are also oily and bad for me and poorly put together. Ladies and gentlemen, here's Mike Somerville.
Yeah, I've been trying to get in shape. It's not going well. Although I find my definition of being in shape is changing as I get older. Like when I was 18, I wanted to look great when I was naked. Now I just want to look good when I'm dressed. I think eventually I'll be happy to look fine from a distance. In the dark. We really are very resistant as a population to losing weight, right? It's not that hard. Any doctor will tell you, just eat right and exercise. And we're all like, What else you got? I tried that no-carbohydrate diet. I lasted 3 hours. You can't even focus, right? How's it going? I need bread.
Jelly bean?
Sure.
What flavor you want?
Doesn't matter. I only hate the black ones. No.
Part of the reason why eating healthy is so difficult for us is because we follow false science. Like, we calorie count. Calorie counting is a huge thing. But calorie is just a unit of measurement. It's just a small piece of the story. You need more than just a unit of measurement to know the whole story. Like, if I told you that my wife was 5'7", sounds pretty hot, right? Unless I was like, across! And then... she sounds interesting, but... with some more of the story, Etta May.
Girls, you know you got a big butt if you've ever sat in your bathtub and the water in the toilet rises. Woo! That is a flag to cut it back. I saw this personal trainer on TV last week. This is interesting. He said if you want to lose weight, don't eat 2 hours before you go to bed. I haven't slept in 6 days. I don't know about you. That's a tight little window, ain't it? Yeah. I'd like to go back to Weight Watchers, but I got kicked out of the meetings for heckling. My bad. Any of you girls ever been on Weight Watchers? Have you done Weight Watchers? Yeah. Did you do points? See, Weight Watchers nowadays works on points, you see. And you get a certain number of points a day, right? Like 26, 27 points. And then when you're done eating them points, supposedly you're done eating. That's where the program failed me. And different foods represents a different number of points, you see. Like, I don't know, like a Snickers would be, like 2,000 points or something? Or, a whole truckload of broccoli just be a point. So one day I was sitting at a Waffle House, and it dawned on me, oh my goodness, I just ate February.
So it turns out my bra size is a AA. Feels like I'm buying batteries every time I just want to get a new bra. Though, unlike the batteries, there's not much of a positive side to my AAs.
I'm not really scared of the hood because I'm used to it. I'm much more scared of the trailer park. That's a lot scarier. Oh, trailer park's terrifying. How scary is it when a bad neighborhood can move? It can explode on your lawn. Yeah, with the meth and the boom, because... Any meth heads offended tonight? We got any? Really hope not. Someone just said boo. That's what a meth head would say, because you can't use teeth to make any sounds. So you just go boo, boo. That's not funny, man. That's not funny. Boo. I did not get... Boo. Yeah, because when you do too much meth, you lose your teeth, which is hilarious because you need teeth to say the word meth. Nature's intervention. That's what that is. Hakuna Matata. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Josh Adams.
I just recently made a decision, man. I'm no longer messing with girls that grow up in the hood. No more girls out the ghetto. I can't do it. Because they don't know how to deal with a regular man. I'm just a comedian. I'm a single father. I never been to jail. I never sold dope. I don't want to. But that's what they're accustomed to. Other day, I was with a young lady. We in the car. We driving. She in the passenger seat. We get pulled over by the police. She had like this hood rat flashback and everything. Like some weird army vet. She like, oh my God, what we gonna do? This is crazy. I'm like, no, it's not. This is just a routine traffic stop. Calm down. Relax. Just open up the glove compartment. She like, what? You want to hide your gun? You want to swallow your dope? I'm like, what is you talking about? Can you hand me my proof of insurance out of there? What's going on with you? She like, I'm going to distract him. You stab him. I'm not stabbing no police officers. Did you just swallow my registration or what am I get a man? He about to be at the window. Now she choking on the registration. The officer get there like, sir, is there a problem? I'm like, she about to die, officer. I don't know what to do. He walk around, start giving her the Heimlich. She cough it up, look at me like, stab him. I'm not stabbing this man. This ain't the life I live.
I had a gay roommate once, and I don't want to use stereotypes, but man, that dude was like obsessed with me paying rent.
Who here thinks they're from the furthest away? Who came from the furthest away? Me. So where are you from? Tucson. That is definitely far away. That Tucson is very far away from us in both geography and culture. Do you live in Tucson or you live here now? I live here now. You live here now. Okay, cool. Well, welcome to here. What made you move? Economy. The what? Okay, wait. No, I got this. I'm gonna investigate. So during the recession, Kentucky had the thriving economy. I'm gonna venture and say that one's not true either. What is it that you do for a living? You're a flooring contractor. Oh, sure. Well, when the bottom dropped out, you probably got a lot of work. Oh, come on. That was brilliant. That was instant. You're a flooring contractor. So, well, no flooring jobs in Arizona? Labor from the South is coming up. Oh, well, you could just build a floor as a wall. You could just... By the way, that was the most politically correct way anyone's ever been racist. That was fantastic. You know, the Southern labor has been coming into our market, and... It was very politically correct. It was nice. This is nice. That was a nice way of going, they're taking our jobs! But you just went, well, the market's getting very competitive now, which is a lot better. Ladies and gentlemen, Mark Riccadonna.
I married a girl from Philadelphia. Philadelphia has a bit of a reputation. They're known for being tough. My wife uses the word dude. That bothers me. There's a guy in bed you never want to hear. Ooh, that feels good, dude. She's a good girl. When we got married, she took my name. Her new name now is Angelina Marie Riccadonna. That is loosely translated to meatball Dago Parmesan. It's Italian. When we got engaged, I did the right thing. I asked her mom first. It's the way to do it. I asked her mom said, oh my God, Mark, whatever you do, don't buy a ring. Angie wants her great-grandmother's ring. It's a family heirloom from Sicily. Do not buy a ring. I'm like, hell yeah. I didn't have to buy a ring, you know? Hard part was getting 4 guys to help dig up Grandma. You're a sick group? I like it.
Getting a haircut when you don't have a lot of hair sucks because nothing really changes.
I feel like we tease homeless people in this country a lot. We have canned goods drives for the homeless all the time. Canned goods drives for the homeless. They don't own can openers. What are you going to do with a can? Listen to it for the sounds of beefaroni? What's going to happen? The next week, they're out there begging again. Be like, oh, do you need food? No, I have food. I need a can opener. And a stove. Here's someone who's a little bit mean to the homeless. Pat Brown.
Homeless people are everywhere, and I give, I give, but I discriminate. I find myself, because there's so much need, you got to discriminate. So I don't give to homeless men. I feel like the world is set up for men to succeed. You can do something. I don't even get caught up in little hard luck stories fellas give you sometime. Guy came up to me the other day like, hey, Miss Lady. I ain't ate in 3 days. I was like, damn, wow. I wish I had your willpower. Keep it up. You're going to take off the weight. I swear to God. In 30 days, you're going to be gorgeous. I swear to God. You're going to be... I don't even like the signs they be having. We'll work for food. I'm like, damn, what the hell you think I'm doing? I'm working for food. I just go one step further and try to get rent, too. That's just me thinking ahead.
No matter where I go in this country, everywhere I go, I see the exact same thing, which is the little white cross on the side of the highway. And it's really made me start to think, Christians are shitty drivers. Right? You never see a Star of David on the highway. Not one tiny Buddha, you know? So if there are any fellow Christians out there tonight, please listen to me when I tell you this. Take the wheel Jesus as a metaphor, okay?
God heard me tell his friend, no, I'm not going to give him $1 to get him something to eat. He's going to come up to me anyway and actually ask me for a quarter to get something to eat. Like, really, dude? A quarter to get you something to eat? What you on, reduced lunch? When's your card expire? Anybody remember that in high school, reduced lunch? You felt good about yourself on your reduced lunch, yeah. That meant you was one step above being on free lunch. Ain't nobody want to be on free lunch. That meant you was poor. Oh, my God. You get teased when you're on free lunch. You get upset when somebody even accuse you of being on free lunch. Like, hey, Pat, you on free? Hey, I'm on reduced. My mama work. I'm on reduced. We just don't report my father's income. I'm on reduced. Because you know you're on reduced lunch. That means you're lower middle class. That means you got clothes that just cheap as hell. Anybody feel me on this? My mother and father would sometimes buy us the shoes from the grocery store. Yeah, shoes from the grocery store had that little plastic clip on them. You couldn't even try them on right. Your mom would be like, baby, how they feel? You're like, oh, they all right. They all right, they all right. You break that clip, you own them shoes, boy.
My parents have never caught me smoking pot, but they do know that sober people don't give their parents goodnight handshakes.
Hey, how about more Michael Somerville?
I've never been a fan of manual labor. Women are always like, your hands are so soft. What's your secret? I don't use them. That's how we do that. Right? I've never been good with my hands. I can't fix anything. I bought a new printer because my old one ran out of ink. But when you're a man and you can't do stuff, you don't admit it, right? We're too proud. My girlfriend's car got a flat tire. I was just like, I think we should see other people.
We're about to take a short break. During it, you should go follow all these comedians on Twitter. They will read everything that you tweet on them because we're a very narcissistic people. It's pretty sad.
Up next...
Welcome back to Laughs. And And for those of you who have DVR'd this, welcome back to Laughs after fast-forwarding past when we started, rewinding a bit, and then taking more time than if you had just watched the commercials. One of the things we like to do on Laughs is each week we like to take a comic that we believe is going to be the next big thing. We like to showcase them to you. This week's next big thing comes out of Washington, D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, Marty Litwack.
When I was in 3rd grade, my family moved across the country, middle of the school year, decided they were too busy to homeschool me. So they just threw me in a regular school with no briefing on how society works. And then my first week, I'm all nervous. I'm just trying to blend in. The teacher's like, hey, kids, don't forget Friday's current events. And I'm like, what's that? And she's like, oh, you go home, you read a newspaper article, and then you summarize it for the class. So I was a weirdo homeschooler. I went home, I read an obituary. And then I summarized it for the class. It might be the most disrespectful thing that can happen to a dead person. Because an obituary already is a summary. Pretty much got up there and I was like, Melvin Jones was a plumber. He fixed a lot of showers. He's dead. And then the teacher pulled me aside in private so as not to embarrass me and was like, hey, just so you know, we don't really do obituaries here. Next time, write about something nice, like the space program. And I was like, all right, that makes sense. But because that was in private, she didn't realize that I had inspired another student. Just a genuinely disturbed 3rd grader who I guess had seen my presentation and light bulbs went off. And he's like, whoa, who's this new kid? I didn't know he could write about dead... Do you guys know he could write about dead people? This changes everything. And the next week, he's so excited to get up. He asked to go first, which nobody ever did. And he's just like, a babysitter killed a baby? And the teacher's like, okay, you're done. Who's next? Somebody's next. And we're all sitting there, 3rd graders, just like, hey, teacher, can you let him finish? We want to know whose babysitter that was. So far, that's been the most relevant current events to our situation. So screw the space program. Somebody better tell us who that murdering babysitter is.
I'm disappointed with every movie about sharks that closes with the end instead of Finn.
Kostaki Economopoulos has some hilarious insight into marriage, and not just that it'll be incredibly difficult for anyone to take his last name. Ladies and gentlemen, Kostaki Economopoulos.
Why do we give gifts to people getting married? These people are in love. They don't need things to be happy, right? We should give gifts to people getting a divorce. Because when you're alone, crying in a studio apartment, that's when it would be good to have a really nice toaster. I've been there. Sometimes toast is the highlight of your day. If things get really sad, bring that into the tub with you.
I think I'm the first person in the world to come home drunk and make asparagus.
Chris Bowers once said to me that he does not eat at anything other than chain restaurants, because if a restaurant was good enough, there would be a lot of them. It's kind of dumb, but it's kind of brilliant. Ladies and gentlemen, Chris Bowers is a ridiculous human being.
I'm a bit of a drinker. I got some drinking cheats, some drinking systems. Like, when you date somebody, you got to drink differently. Like, last girl I dated, if we were going to go out, for example, if she was going to drink, I wouldn't, so I could drive us home. And if I was going to drink, she wouldn't, so she could judge me. Yeah, she has 3 glasses of wine. She was just being social. I have 13 shots of Jaeger. All of a sudden, I'm a bedwetter.
Proud of myself for putting on makeup today. Less proud of myself for only putting it on my knees.
Engagement ring's a weird tradition to me, right? What's the fancy ring for? As a couple, you have accomplished nothing. Right? You've done nothing yet. What's the big celebration? You had 10 years of marriage, then you get your fancy ring, because you did something that's hard, you know? You don't get a ring for being drafted in the NFL. You have to win the Super Bowl.
More laughs coming up after the break.
Next on Laughs.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's not all stand-up on this show. Sometimes we show some stand-up comics doing some fun things, like trying to turn a classic game into a bit of foreplay. Here's Sasquatch comedy.
God, they're so hot.
Totally.
Yeah, it's like we need something like up the sexual tension in the room.
I got it.
Yeah, but I just feel like we should... Oh, he's gone. And he's gone before I even got to...
I haven't played Twister in forever.
Isn't it the best?
Okay, right hand red. Okay, just heads up. Just no, it's not. It's totally fine. Okay.
This happened. Part of the game.
Left foot green again. Oh.
Gotta be kidding me. Right hand blue.
Okay.
Danny.
Yeah, no, it's good.
God. Sorry. Yeah, just. Sorry. How do I move? Damn it.
Hold me up. There you go.
There it is. I hate this game.
Left foot green again.
Are you kidding me? Where's that music coming from?
Not too bad. Not too bad at all.
It says gyrate.
Damn it.
This game.
What does it say?
Right hand jack.
What? Boys? Oh, man. Woo! Okay,
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Okay.
This game sucks. Just try to relax and have fun, guys.
I hate this so much.
Twister's the worst.
Oh, he smells so good.
Jack, stop that.
Zach?
Oh, how did you get here? I don't know.
Left foot green again.
You were like, oh, let's play Twister. Yeah.
Let's just make out with each other. Okay.
Good idiot.
That's been our show. Yes. Thanks for watching Laughs. Adopt a Rescue. Have a good night.